ago. Had to do
Yeah.
a couple of things, and then
Yeah.
yeah, we're here
That's
doing
that's
it.
awesome. Yes, sir. So I wanted to ask you, so we both do content. We do content. You do content on Instagram and YouTube, and so I wanted you to go ahead and introduce yourself, talk about what you do for your content, and what what Rise to Elevate Gaming is and stuff. So
Okay.
go feel free.
Okay. So hey guys, it's me, Frankie the G. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. My bad, my bad. I'm looking at the delay, and I
Yeah,
was like, okay,
my
all right.
bad.
No, you're good. Yeah. Yeah. So, hey guys, I'm Frankie the G. I'm Frank. Everybody calls me Frankie. That's what my mom calls me. That's how I got Frankie the G. Last name is Gordon, so that's my whole government out there. So that's where the Frankie the G
Yeah.
derives from. But originally, it was called Mefzuki
Oh
at
yeah,
one point.
I do know. Yeah, I remember Mefsuki. Yeah.
So Mevzuki, I still go by that name online still,
Yeah.
but that's kind of like the name I enter under as tournaments and such
Yeah.
things of that nature. But now I just go by Zuki. But
Yeah.
Zuki is taken on all social media platforms, so I
Yeah.
can't do Zuki
Yeah.
unfortunately. And it's like
Yeah.
4 characters. You know how they
Yeah.
want six,
Yeah.
so can't do that. But
That's unfortunate, but yeah. Um, I was going to say, what kind of content do you do on Frankie the G?
So on Frankie the G, I do in IRL content mainly. It would be involving dad jokes. It will also involve funny skits, anime, things
Mm-hmm.
of that nature, things that anyone can find relatable.
Yeah.
Where did that derive from? The dad jokes derive from one day at work
Yeah.
when I was working on the job. It
Yeah.
was I had a coworker of mine that likes telling dad jokes, and I was like, and then I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was like, it
yeah, I
was
feel that.
corny. It was
Yeah,
corny, but it was
it was
funny.
corny. It was funny. Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
what it is. My
yeah,
dad always tells me that it's all about the joke. It's all about the
exactly.
comedy. It's all about the fun. It's all about the just being funny. The joke. That's what's important. So
Hmm.
so I've lived by that. Like so that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was also going to ask you what about Rise to Elevate Gaming? Can you explain about Rise to Elevate
So
Gaming?
Rise Elevate Gaming as a whole is just elevating your game. So
Yeah.
like we're trying to help small content creators and streamers as well try to become better every
Yeah.
single day.
Yeah.
Me personally as a small content creator and streamer,
Yeah.
I get to endure the struggles of a small content creator. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
on Twitch,
exactly.
like everyone on Twitch to get that one viewer. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it's
Everyone
hard.
can
Yeah,
relate. It's hard.
yeah,
Everyone can relate, but
yeah,
it's about pursuing. It's about the passion. It's
yeah,
like I try to give people the streaming tools or
yeah,
like upload their clips.
yeah.
Eventually, gonna start up the clip thing because we did like a top 5 clips of the week. That was
Oh,
like
that's
one of the
awesome. Yeah,
that was like one of the things that we first started up, but
yeah.
derived from that because
So work
we just
together
didn't
with
have
other
yeah
creators. Yeah,
pretty much work together with other creators, but it was
yeah,
just like the marketing behind it. I didn't do that so successful, so I
yeah.
kind
I
of
feel
like
that.
pulled back. But now it's like, all right, we're getting more attention, so now it's like
Yeah,
okay, because it's like the whole point is to give the gamers attention.
yeah,
For
yeah.
example, like
Exactly.
if you were a small content creator,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
yeah. Then
you would
that
have
you
sent
were
me
the
your
ones
clip,
that get attention, and
of
that's really
course.
important. Is like for anyone, but like we were talking about, like starting small is really hard, and
Exactly,
and
exactly.
trying to, and that's why we both agree that like working with smaller creators is good, and
Yeah,
and
exactly,
it helps. Like there's it shouldn't be about, oh, I have the larger amount of subs or anything. Like
exactly,
it
yeah.
should be about, oh, you're a person. I want to work with you. You seem like you
Exactly,
make good
yeah,
content. It should be
yeah.
about the content you make, not about the
Exactly.
numbers. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because like once I don't know from how I see it up top, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? It's like we talk to our manager.
yeah.
The manager figures out numbers. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, no, I
you know
feel
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it can't be easy. It's like, hey, do you want to work? Yes or no?
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I
exactly,
wish it
yeah.
could be easy as that.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that. I was like, what's your favorite anime?
So my favorite anime. Woo. All right, so my favorite anime hands down would have to be Naruto.
Naruto?
Hands down,
Or
Naruto. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's going to be Naruto.
yeah.
And it's basically I remember being it was second grade. It was Toonami. You remember Toonami?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember Tsunami. I
So
love Tsunami, dude.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like
We're both old enough to remember Tsunami, yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I remember being on Toonami. Naruto came on. It was
Oh, Naruto's the goat, dude.
yeah, but it was the Sound 4. Have you watched Naruto
Yeah,
before?
I
Yeah.
finished Naruto. I
Yeah.
love that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, so it was the Sound 4 fight. It was
Yeah,
Neji versus Kimimaru. Or
Kimomaru. Yeah,
Kimimaru. It
yeah.
wasn't
That
Keto because Keto is the bone dude, I think.
yeah.
But
Kinomaru is the bone. Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, it was him. I remember those two fighting, and then
yeah,
that fight is what got me into the actual anime. I was like,
yeah,
"What is this about?" And
yeah,
then, like, what a couple months later, they had like a marathon.
yeah. I remember the marathon. Yeah,
Yeah, so like they had like a little marathon or something like
yeah.
that, and then that's where it was like, "Yo, I love this anime." So
Yeah, yeah.
like
It's
Naruto to the
Naruto hits a lot of people too. Like
yeah,
Naruto is a lot of people's favorite. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite shows. Like I told
mhm.
you, mine is Pokemon,
Right,
just
right,
because
right,
like
right.
it's a childhood nostalgia, but also because I don't know, I just something about it. Like just like the thing that really I loved about it was that Ash loved all Pokemon and
Yes,
people as well.
yes,
But he loved the animals in a sense, and but he also never gave up, and so
exactly,
that's what
exactly.
inspired me, and like that's kind of why I don't give up. So
Right, right,
yeah,
right, right, right. I would
some
say believe my ninja way. That kind of
yeah,
follows me
kind of
with
kind of the
Naruto.
same thing.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, never give up.
yeah,
But
definitely.
I like to say never give up no matter what, even after the end. Kind of like what Naruto
Nah,
says.
facts, facts,
Yeah,
definitely, bro,
but it's
definitely.
kind of a yanking twist on Naruto. But I was gonna say if well, let me think. If you were to ever, I'm trying to think of some fun questions.
Oh,
uh,
you're good, bro.
uh, if you were to ever meet a famous person, what famous person, or actually better yet,
Like a
if you were,
celebrity.
wait, hold on. If you were to meet a anime voice actor, which one anime voice actor would you want to meet?
Okay, that's a great question. So I don't watch a lot of English dub.
Yeah,
I watch sub. If I were to watch a sub, I would definitely want to meet I would want to meet Luffy.
Luffy.
I would
Yeah,
meet Luffy.
yeah.
Luffy seems like her her whole shtick, like she seems like a fun
From
person.
One
I would
Piece.
definitely, yeah, Luffy from One Piece. I
Oh,
would
okay,
probably
yeah,
be like Japanese,
yeah,
like that type
yeah.
of thing. If I were to choose English, I would probably say I would say Gohan,
Gohan.
like
Yeah,
Teen Gohan,
Teen
like that
Gohan
Teen
is raw,
Gohan,
dude.
because he also what's it called? That's also the voice actor of Luffy as
Yeah,
well. But
yeah,
like you know what I mean?
yeah. I
But
feel,
still,
wait, he's
like
the voice actor of Luffy?
yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah.
Is it a he or she?
I have no idea. I'm gonna
I
be
don't know
honest.
either.
I'm gonna be honest. No disrespect. I'm
Yeah, no,
sorry
no,
to
no,
that
no, no,
voice
no.
actor,
Yeah,
but
but I that's crazy. I didn't know that.
yeah, no, that was one thing that I picked up. I was like, wait, they sound the
The same, yeah,
same. Like
yeah.
that or Neji.
Neji,
Neji, the
yeah,
person that plays Neji in
yeah,
Naruto, that would
yeah.
be the English voice actor.
That's what's
That would
up.
be yeah.
I was gonna say hi, Anonymous. Hi, Kai. What's up?
What's up? What's up,
What's
yo?
up? What's up?
Hello, hello, hello.
So I know we talked about earlier, but I was gonna say about Rise to Elevate Gaming that
Right,
you love doing inspiration and being a positive influence.
of
What
course.
what was your inspiration to start Rise to Elevate?
My inspiration to start Rise to Elevate. Overall, just like all right, so that's like you can't ask me that question. Yeah, technically yes. So,
Sorry.
well, no, you're good. You're good because like I thought about it logistically, but it's
Yeah.
still starting Rise to Elevate. Realistically, for me, initially it was like, all right, the circumstances weren't looking too good for me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like we see all these positive pages, and
Yeah.
it's like what if we were to do content? What type of content are we going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first question we had to ask.
Yeah.
And we took all the ignorance and we threw that in the garbage.
Throughout. Yeah.
We threw that in the garbage.
That's
You know what I'm
awesome.
saying? We
Yeah.
focus motivation, gaming, what's gonna bring people together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
Motivation, gaming.
That's
You know what I'm
awesome.
saying?
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast brings people together.
That's what we're
When you
doing
have
right
a
now.
guest,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It brings people together. And
Yeah.
it's not like in a sense of like we're just trying to change the next generation.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying?
Yeah.
It'll be
100%.
different. We're not money driven.
I'm
If
not either.
that's
Yeah.
what no, I'm not saying that for you or
No, I know.
anything or you know what I'm
Or
saying.
anyone, but that you're just saying
Right.
from your own perspective, and your own
Exactly.
self,
Like
and
it's
I
really
respect that
passion.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can tell through a person's character
Yeah.
how they're gonna move about certain
Ways. Yeah.
move certain ways, certain
Yeah.
that type of
Agendas
thing.
and
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
But
I
that's
feel
like
that.
that's partially why we inspiration for us.
That's what's up. I
Positivity.
respect that
And
100%.
like for me personally, I game a lot. I've been gaming since
Yeah.
I don't even know. I was the size of this outlet, this
Yeah.
wall outlet. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
same.
saying?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
playing Pokemon and
I played. So I started. So I was going to ask you about gaming. Um, I started with a Bug's Life. Tiger Electronic.
mm,
Tiger Electronic. You know, like the
wow.
Jurassic Park Tiger Electronic.
Yeah, yeah,
Remember
yeah,
those?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I started with that. And then I just was addicted. So I ever since then I've been a gamer. But
Yeah.
what games do you play?
What games do I play? The games that I play currently right now in this moment: Tekken 8, Marvel Rivals, Street Fighter 6, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. I've been playing that new Expedition 33
Oh
game.
yeah, yeah.
That new
David
game,
mentioned
that
it.
game
Yeah.
is crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
I heard
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah.
that game is crazy. But
I'm just gonna make
nah,
sure
you're
it's
good.
close.
You're good. You're good. I'll probably scoot up. I'll scoot
No
up a little
worries.
bit, but I'm looking at
You're
this
good
and
too.
yeah.
You're good. Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely say those are the top games that I'm playing. I mainly play fighting games.
Oh,
That's
word.
that's been
I
like
do
my
too.
biggest
I
thing.
love fighting games. I love Rivals 8. Well, I'm more of a Smash person, but
Yeah.
I'm still fighting. I play Tekken sometimes. I heard Tekken 8. I haven't played it yet, so I don't know. I played the demo, but
Mhm.
I heard it's not as good or people don't like it as much.
Well,
Uh,
that's because of the new patch that came out.
oh,
That's
okay.
why it was I don't know the equivalent. It was like okay, they added more fuel to the fire. That's
Oh,
what they did. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But
yeah.
now they're starting the
The real back,
firefighters. Yeah, the
real back.
firefighters
Yeah,
are coming out now, dousing the water.
yeah,
They ain't extinguished the fire yet,
yeah.
but it's in a way better position than what it
That's what's
was.
up.
Because when that patch first dropped, ooh, right, it was
Yeah.
terrible.
I
It
heard
was
I
terrible.
heard a lot of because I'm in the Charleston Tekken and Marvel Rivals group chat on
Yeah,
Facebook,
yeah, yeah,
and they were talking about how like all the craziness of the patch and
yeah,
like
yeah,
just
yeah,
how
yeah,
like
yeah.
people are freaking out over it and stuff. So I keep up to date, but
Right, right,
but
right,
it's
right,
just
right,
like
right, right.
like I didn't know the full extent of it, you know.
Right, 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 right.
I play so what I play is a lot of Geometry Dash.
Okay,
As
okay.
I'm very competitive in that. Not as competitive as Zoink or the top players. You wouldn't believe that. You wouldn't think that a game like Geometry Dash is competitive and has a competitive scene, but it does. There's like really hard levels that people try to beat and verify,
Yeah.
and then open it to the world, make it public to the world once they've beat it, and then try to get it rated, which is like rating like scoring, basically
Right, 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 right.
making it a good level or whatnot. But I also play Smash Bros. I play Mario Kart. I play like a bunch of different stuff. I know we're having a Mario Kart tournament at here at Reforge
Reforged,
Gaming
yeah,
Lounge,
yeah,
and so that's gonna be cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna say for that. And then I'm trying to think what else. I I don't know. I haven't played Expedition, but I've heard it's very good and I want to. Um, right, single player games. I play a couple, but I don't know. Oh, Hollow Knight. I've been playing the
Hollow
Hollow
Knight,
Knight.
okay,
Hollow
okay.
Knight's
Hollow
the
Knight,
goat,
yeah,
dude. Like
yeah.
Hollow Knight's
Hollow
the
Knight
buck.
seems pretty lit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't played that per se. Like I played the Geometry Dash before on my phone.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
So
mobile game too. So yeah, I
yeah,
understand.
because
It's
that's
what do you think
the
of it?
sliding thing that you jump
Yeah,
over, right?
jump over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it gets very addicting very quick. You
Yeah,
don't
it's yeah.
realize how like okay, an hour went by. All right, I gotta put this down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing.
It's like one of those games that like it's kind of like Fortnite, but not really. But it's like
Right,
one of those games that you can spend hours in, and
right,
that's
right,
for
right,
me.
right.
I spent like 11,000 hours in that game. So
Wow,
I
that's
love that game.
crazy. Yeah,
That game is addicting. So
yeah.
and I spent over 2.5 years working on Nine Circles. I finally beat it, and now
Wow.
I'm trying to rebeat it.
Yeah, no,
but
I feel that. Yeah.
but I beat it, and that was a huge thing in the community.
Right, 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 right,
So it
right,
was
right,
pretty
right.
awesome.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Uh,
You
I,
play like Elden Ring or anything
I
like
love
that?
Elden Ring. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I like Hollow Knight because it's
Yeah.
like Dark Souls kind of, but
Okay.
it's a 2D Dark Souls. It just has the feel of it.
Ah,
Um,
okay. Okay.
uh, like the dark kind of like lore and like atmosphere and stuff, kind of
Hmm.
like Dark Souls and stuff. I love Elden Ring. Elden Ring is good. Have you played Elden Ring?
I have played Elden Ring. Have I beaten Elden Ring? No.
No, I haven't
No, I
either.
have not beaten Elden Ring. No.
Yeah. What's
It's
up? What's up, Cass? Good to see you.
what's up? What's up?
We're
What's
we're
up?
we're just interviewing my boy Frankie the G.
What's up?
He's a homie, so just trying to interview him. That's my friend Cass. He got me a Switch.
Oh,
Yes,
word.
he
Okay.
legit bought a whole Switch for me and gifted it to me. He's really nice. So
Yeah. I said, what do you think about Expedition 33? Expedition, all right, so I'll be honest with you. It is the, all right, if Final Fantasy were to take the same concepts and mechanics
yeah,
that Expedition 33 had, they would
yeah,
have every single year, they would have best game of the year.
yeah,
I think, in my opinion, there's a lot of games that came out this year, Bryce. That is like
yeah,
you
yeah. I
got the
know.
first Berserk, you
First
have
Berserker. Yeah,
Split Fiction,
Split
you
Fiction,
have Expedition.
Expedition,
Like those are like the top three in
top
my
three. Yeah,
opinion. I think Expedition takes it this year. And
yeah,
from what I've played so far, and
yeah,
mind you, I have
yeah,
not. And for context, anyone here that has seen like or played Expedition, I got I forgot his name. He starts with a V. But I encountered him. And I'm gonna leave it
yeah,
at that just for
yeah,
spoil
yeah. No
purposes.
spoilers. Yeah,
No spoilers. I'm gonna just say his name is V and we're gonna keep it pushing.
we'll
I'm
keep it
at
there.
that
Yeah,
pushing. We reached that part. I can swim.
yeah.
I can swim. That's all
Yeah,
I'm gonna say. You know
that's
what
what
I'm
that's what's
saying?
up. Yeah.
So
Um, I was gonna say, yeah, I haven't played Expedition, so I don't know. So he knows more about the game, but like you
right.
said, it looks. I don't know. Like I heard the name and it sounded weird at first. It's clear, obscure. You think like obscure kind of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you see the gameplay and it's actually really good. It's like the story. Like I saw my friend Wesley, Mad West, play it, and it looks really good. It looks graphics wise looks good, story wise looks good, gameplay wise looks good. It's interesting. So
Yeah, no, definitely,
yeah,
definitely. I would say like overall though, like story wise, I have not played a very good story driven game in a long time.
yeah,
I think the last good story driven game that I've played personally, I mean, I've played Ratchet and Clank, I've played God of War, I
yeah.
have not played Ragnarok.
Have you
I
played Spider Man?
I have not played the second Spider-Man.
I played the second Spider Man.
I have
I'm not gonna
not played
spoil
the
it, but
second.
it's
Okay,
amazing.
okay,
It is like
okay.
the story is amazing. The
Right.
open world thing is not worse, but has less than the reviews say it has less than the. And I've played it, so I'm not sure if it has less, but it has less than open world stuff and missions and stuff
Yeah.
than the other ones. But
Mhm.
it's still like I think the story is top notch.
Okay. Okay.
And then at the end, I'm not gonna spoil it, but at the end, the end credit scene is just crazy because it goes back, ties back into something.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I've only played the first Spider-Man.
yeah. Have you played
So
Miles Morales?
I've not played Miles
Oh,
Morales,
yeah,
but I've seen so much gameplay about it that
yeah.
I've played the game.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you ever like watch the game so much that
that
you
you
played it
know what
yourself?
you know
Yeah.
about it. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
yeah,
not like it's a bad thing, but it's still
yeah.
like,
No, I understand because that's me for Kingdom Hearts.
yeah.
Have you ever played Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, dude, yo, Kingdom Hearts 2 probably the best game of
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts 2.
yeah, I've been playing. So like, I started Kingdom Hearts 1, and then I like dropped off. I don't know, but I'm trying because I lost my PS2 or something, and
Right,
it was
right,
going through
right.
stuff, so I haven't been able to play. But that was like recently too, so I haven't
Mhm.
really been. I never played it as a kid, but I've always wanted to. I've heard so many good things. Like anyone that's played like 1 or 2,
Yeah.
and even 3, um, just are rabid fans in a good way. In a good way, yeah. And it's just like I want to get to know why it's so hype. I want to know, and that's why I
It's
look up the videos.
yeah.
That's why I look up the gameplay. Like I look up the story. I know what happens. Like I
Mhm.
watch YouTubers like HMK. I
Yeah.
actually met HMK before.
Oh,
He's
that's
I
crazy.
went to PAX East multiple
Okay.
times, and he goes
Okay.
there a lot, and he's a good friend. And and he actually knew who I was. I'm like, wait, what? You know who I am? But um, but it was awesome. He's cool. But like I watched like that. I'm Nicole, if you know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
He does Kingdom Hearts content, mainly Kingdom Hearts content, but
Mhm.
just a lot of Kingdom Hearts people. But
Okay. Okay.
I keep up to date. I like the songs too. The
Yeah, the
music is
music. Ooh.
top notch.
Yeah, the music
The
is
openings
top
for
notch.
those are awesome too. Like
Yeah.
I remember one time I did that. If you know what the hype shows are, what I do,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
dancing and wilding and like that. And I'll get to why I do it, when the Face My Fears from Kingdom Hearts 3 first came out, I just bopped to that. I just danced to that. I'm like, yo. And but yeah, the reason why I do a hype show is because because I wanted to make people smile. I
Of
like
course,
I
yeah.
like being hype. I just wanted to share my love for being hype and happy and just have a show that was fun to watch. Because
Right, right,
if
right,
you're not gonna if like if I want to see something that I'm having fun watching. If I'm not gonna have fun watching, why would anyone else have fun watching?
exactly. Yeah, that's the
And
one.
that's been my philosophy for content. And recently that's dropped off, but now it's coming back. But recently I revitalized that, and I'm just like, you know what? That's so true. And so like I there was a point in time in my life where I was like where I was like I just like wasn't sure,
Hmm.
during content, finding myself, finding my soul, finding,
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
now I know what I want to do. I want to make people smile, entertain
Exactly.
people, all that stuff. So
Exactly.
that's what I do. But I was gonna say, so I want to touch on like the anime content you do. What's your favorite anime content you've done?
The favorite anime content the that I've done so far would have to be the one where I was in front of the gas station. It was
Yeah.
me and my partner. We had dressed up in the Akatsuki
Oh,
robes.
I remember that.
So we had
Yeah.
dressed up in the Akatsuki robes, and then
Yeah.
we were in front of the gas station. It was like, you see this, what you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, what's
And
up? What's
yeah,
up?
yeah, like, what's up, guys? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And it was like,
Yeah.
okay. And then like YouTube had a good reception of it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was a troll. It was a troll comment
Troll.
section.
Troll.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
Yeah.
was like, I feel like everybody had a lot of fun with it, and
Yeah.
especially when we did it, like I could not stop laughing
Yeah.
for the first couple of takes. That's
Yeah.
one thing as a content creator. If you're
Yeah.
like doing shorts and stuff, because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm
I
saying?
my
Yeah,
shorts have been popping up. I get like 1,000 views. Like a lot of my shorts have gotten
yeah.
1,000. Like which was surprising because like I did a ATV.
Hmm.
ATV riding the ATV, and I guess
Yeah,
it was how I titled it, but it still like popped off, got like a
yeah,
thousand.
yeah, yeah.
It's like
Cause
country hoss boss or whatever. And
yeah,
I'm riding the ATV and I drive off. It
yeah,
was kind of
yeah,
funny,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
later
yeah.
I run into the tree, but that's a different story.
Yeah, nah,
That's
you're
not.
good. You're
But
good.
it was funny because my friend like took a while, but he came out and made sure I was okay, which was good. But then he then he recorded it and saw that, and it was so I was trying to go full throttle, trying to get out of the tree's way. But
Mhm.
I actually, but like I didn't know how to do it, so I was trying to run it over to,
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
move because I didn't know how to reverse.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it was crazy, but yeah, no, I think shorts do really well. I think they do better than TikTok in my opinion because like
Yeah, TikTok is like the way
no,
from what
I
I've
agree.
seen. From
Yeah,
what I've seen,
TikTok is the way, but I think YouTube's finally picking up on that shorts are the move,
Exactly.
and so like
Yeah,
that's what they're doing too.
exactly.
I'm trying to think.
Because you know how they changed the shorts policy, right?
No, what is it?
So it used to be like you had to watch a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
So like if you're on your For You page and you're scrolling,
yeah,
that 1 second that's scrolling, that counts as a view now. It
really,
used to be like it had to be like that 3 second first impression in
yeah,
order to count as a view. But
yeah.
now it's like,
Is that with
boom.
the TikTok as well? Just
TikTok, I don't believe so.
okay.
TikTok, I honestly have no idea off the top
Yeah.
of my head.
See, I always thought it was because that's how it is for videos.
Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
One
For
click on
videos, yeah.
just click on it, it's a view. But
Hmm.
like I think the problem with it, the problem that it was before the new policy, which I'm assuming is that people would click on it and it wouldn't count as a view or like
Exactly.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like it just didn't. You couldn't register it like you
Hmm.
like when you check your analytics, there was a lot of problem. People like, oh, I don't have a lot of
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah, yeah,
watching
yeah.
or it doesn't, and so it discourages people and then they go to TikTok, but I think they changed that like you
Hmm.
said. So yeah. What platform do you prefer using?
My platform of choice using right now would be YouTube.
Yeah.
Hands down would be YouTube. It's
Yeah.
always been YouTube. YouTube has been the biggest drive in terms of like longevity.
Yeah.
Like doing everything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So um like yeah, like you can do the TikTok short, but it's
Yeah.
like shorts like the attention span, like to
It's
get them to commit is
yeah.
YouTube. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. Yeah.
It's
And
like the TikTok could boom, but like
yeah.
TikTok shut down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And then like TikTok shut down because of all the politics that we won't get into, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
uh
yeah, yeah,
um
yeah.
but then YouTube's always there because it's an American company, so like
Exactly.
it's going to
Yeah.
stay. Um, one thing that I know that I think YouTube's just here to stay. So
Exactly. Yeah,
and
YouTube
not
has
just
been
that, but
around.
I prefer YouTube streaming as well. Like
Mhm.
a lot of streamers go back to Twitch or whatever, but I like YouTube because like everyone's on YouTube. Everyone, even like
Exactly.
every
Yeah.
phone has YouTube instantly automatically downloaded when you start it up, and
Yeah.
and some phones have Twitch or stuff, but or like Amazon or whatever, but that's because they own Twitch,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but it still has YouTube as well,
Yeah.
and so it's just like everyone has YouTube, everyone
Yeah.
knows, and you can like find it's easier to find people on YouTube than it is on Twitch,
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
with Twitch, one thing I realized, and that's why I moved to YouTube mainly. I still do Twitch sometimes, but I like YouTube mainly because the the finding factor,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just like people people have their reasons for liking Twitch and YouTube, and I don't want to get into that. That's their beliefs, but I like the fact that you can find more people. You can find
Exactly.
what you want
Yeah.
easier. The search engine is so intuitive, so better. Um, the and like even if you have like one viewer, you'll get more eventually
Exactly. You
if
know
you
what
do it
I'm
longer,
saying?
and that's the thing. And one thing I don't understand about like the larger YouTubers is that they don't what was it? I'm trying to think. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm losing my train of thought
No, you're
sometimes.
good, bro. You're
Um,
good.
they oh yeah, so they have a huge following on YouTube, more than their Twitch, and they still
Exactly.
decide Twitch. And but the thing is, they get more views. The view count is larger on YouTube.
Mhm.
But they like see the thing with Ludwig, like he had a larger view count on YouTube, but he still went to Twitch because of the money.
Mhm.
And that's when it's just like I'm not in it for the money. So like
Exactly.
I'm in it because I want to. Like I'm in it because I want to make content. I want to do something where I'm just having fun. I'm 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 making content. I'm entertaining people. I'm doing something where I just talk to people. I love people, so
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
about for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
No, I would say the same for me too. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Upon doing the dad jokes and everything like that, seeing a smile on somebody's face,
Yeah.
I feel like every interaction at this, not even at this point, even before, it was just genuine,
Yeah.
and it was like it left a positive smile. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You
Yeah.
smiled, you laugh. It was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you ever met Frank? Yeah, Frank's cool. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You
You
know what
are
I'm saying?
cool.
You know
So
what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Same
yeah.
with you, bro.
Thanks,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
But
Yeah.
it's like, I feel like every interaction now, especially like anyone that I talk to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when I'm talking, it's like I want you to feel like a human being. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Exactly. I
saying?
want
I
everyone to feel
think,
special,
I
not just
think,
one person.
like not to cut you off, but it was
No
like
worries.
given like work circumstances and things like that
Yeah.
with the companies that I work at,
Yeah.
they don't see like the workers as people. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like, all right, I gotta change that philosophy because this ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand we got a job to do, we got
Yeah.
bills to pay, we got
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got we
Yeah.
gotta sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
Yeah.
still, we're people.
Yeah.
So we're changing that philosophy.
I
You know
respect
what
that.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's like the biggest drive. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And that's the same thing with me because I used to work like nonstop. They put me on like 40-hour work shifts. I can't
Yeah, yeah, no,
speak,
you're good, you're
but
good.
40-hour work shifts, and they were making me work overtime. And like this is a Cracker Barrel, like dishwashing was horrible. But anyways, the people were nice, kind of. The people were nice, but I realized that I would work so hard, do everything they asked me to, go in when I wasn't even on the schedule, and I wasn't respected. And that's
Yeah.
what one thing that led me to just focus on content,
Hmm.
and um instead of doing like a 40-hour work week and like a job or something like that. 'Cause I knew that ever since I was younger, I realized that uh, having a normal job is not going to keep me not only like fulfilled but also keep me sustained with like um money or whatever.
Right, right,
But it's not about the money, but you know what I mean, like keep me going,
right. Yeah, yeah,
because I knew one way or another I'm going to lose the job, which has happened for, or they're going to fire me illegally or other stuff.
yeah, yeah,
So I just like realized that I have to have a dream.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have to have a
You
goal,
have to have it.
set in mind, focus on it, do it no matter what anyone says, no matter if people say it's futile, all that stuff which people have in the past. I shall push. Um, I just realized that like I need to have something to keep me going, even when I'm old and gray. I want to still do YouTube because that's my dream.
Right, right, right.
Even if I reach a million subs, I'm still doing it because I want to.
Hmm.
So that's my
That's
philosophy.
definitely a fact. That's where I'm in the same
Yeah,
boat as you.
yeah.
It's kind of like the realization. I'm like, all right, I've been doing YouTube for about because I know you mentioned like 10 years.
2011.
Well,
Well,
2011.
so
So
it's more than 10 years. I like
yeah.
to say 10 years, but it's more. So this channel started. This one started in 2016, but I made it in 2016 or something. But I had an old channel, and that had 1,000 subs. I call it the 01K channel, but that started in 2011. So I've been
Mm,
doing technically I've been doing content since 2011.
yeah.
So yeah,
But I mean, definitely like you know, doing this podcast, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like it's a
yeah,
big transformation.
yeah,
Yeah, you
exactly,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So
yeah,
I've personally done content for about 3-4 years now.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So now it's like
Oh, he's talking to them. I
oh, okay, cool. Yeah, shout out Chris. Shout out
shout out
Reforge
Chris,
Gaming.
shout out Reforge. Thank you
Shout
for
out
having us.
Reforge. Thank y'all for having us,
Yes,
Mr.
thank you,
David,
thank
Mr.
you,
Chris. Appreciate y'all.
Mr. David and Mr. Chris. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
But anyways, continue with what you're saying.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been doing content for about 3-4 years
Yeah.
now. Definitely a lot of life lessons that I've learned.
Oh
doing
yeah,
content. I feel
same.
like I've done a lot, especially coming down to South Carolina because originally I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh really?
So
That's
originally
cool.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I
Yeah.
came down here. I'm currently 27, but I came down here when I was 20, 19, 20.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've learned so much more about myself
Yeah.
being outside of my home environment. You know,
Yeah.
like, and then I
Exactly.
went
Yeah.
back to my home environment earlier this year for
Yeah.
my birthday because I haven't seen like my parents in a while because
Yeah.
they live in New York. Shout
So
out
you
to my
wanted to
mom and
visit
dad.
them?
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah.
but you know I wanted to go and visit them, and then I look at the look at the block. It's kind of the same. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm looking
Yeah.
at you know where I grew
Yeah.
up at is kind of the same. You know, so
Yeah.
I kind of when what for especially for the locals here because technically I'm a local too.
Yeah.
Being
You
down
are.
here,
Yeah.
being here for like 7 years. You know
You
I
are.
am South
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
are a
like you know what I'm saying.
Carolinian. Yeah.
But South
Carolinian.
Carolinian, but like you know, just looking at it, like you know, the place you grew up at, you kind of want to move out. So I
Yeah.
understand, like when
Yeah.
like you know, certain people are like, yeah, I kind of want to go to this
Yeah.
and
This
that,
that
like,
this
yeah,
the other city or New York or
yeah,
Boston or something.
because there's so much out there to travel. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
You gotta experience it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've always wanted to travel the world or even the country because I
yeah.
want to experience more. I don't want to stay cooped up and do nothing.
Exactly.
Well, not nothing, but you know what I mean. Like I don't want to stay and not know the outside world. And I have been to
Exactly.
Boston. I have been to New York. We'll pass by it, but to go to Boston for
Yeah.
PAX East. But that's why I like conventions because it gives me the opportunity, like out of town conventions, out of city conventions, out of state conventions. It gives me the opportunity to go and try something new, try a new city, new town. It gives me the opportunity to go to these places.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
definitely
why
agree.
I'm glad that they host conventions because without that, people there will be less people wanting to go travel and
Exactly.
experience a different city or experience a different like I know with Southeast Game Exchange, shout out to them. In Greenville, South Carolina, they me and my dad found a little I want to call it dinky, but I don't know what it's called, like a rustic diner or you know like a diner that's like
Right.
different.
Yeah.
Um, and it was good. I loved it. But we wouldn't have found that diner, and we wouldn't have found the barber that said knuckleheads, which is my late uncle who passed away. Love that phrase, knuckleheads. So
Yeah.
my dad took a picture. And yeah, we wouldn't have found that without the convention scene, without
Yeah.
having a reason to go there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely cool. Like, I would say conventions. Personally, for conventions myself,
Yeah. What have you done?
I've done the CEO gaming last year. That's like
Was
a
that
big
in
fighting
Florida?
game. Yeah, that was in Florida. That was
Have you
like
done
a big.
Combo Breaker?
I've not done Combo Breaker.
Yeah.
I've heard of Combo Breaker.
My friend Jeremiah Isaiah or Jerry the OG, he does uh what's that game? It's the animal game, but not the animal. It's a human animal game. A Bloody Roar.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've heard
Jerry.
of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard of
he
that.
he he's a good friend of mine, and he's going to Combo Breaker. He goes there every year, and it's really awesome. So
Okay. Because that's like the only IRL gaming tournament I've been to so
yeah,
far. Will I visit more? Yes.
you should go to the SC Arcadian,
What's SC Arcadian?
South Carolina Arcadian. They host it in Columbia. I'll link you all this. It's in the SC Smash. It's in the
Okay.
SC Smash Discord.
Yeah.
They host it every year. It's for people that aren't PR'd. So like no people that are like professional or PR can join for the SC like that are PR on the South Carolina state. enter the main arcading tournament, but they also host Tekken, they host Street Fighter, they host all this stuff, and I'll show you later. But it's really cool. You're gonna meet a lot of people. You know, cool. And I was in it not last year, but the year before, and I played as Little Mac. I played against this guy named Gerd. I went like down forward smash downward tilt,
Yeah.
forward smash downwards, and I broke his shield, and then I went bop,
Yeah,
got
with
him out, and then
yeah.
he won, but he came back with a vengeance. But it was fun, you know. It's a good tournament. Like I love tournaments like that. That's another reason. That's another thing. Going back to what I was saying,
Yeah.
where reason to go out.
Yeah. No, that's facts. Competition. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
competition, yeah.
Experience, meeting new people.
Experience,
you
yeah.
know, that's like probably the biggest thing is just meeting new people. And I would say within this last 2 months has been like a big step for me. 'Cause
Yeah,
personally, I just been like working on my craft.
yeah,
And you know
That's
that
what's up.
was like in a way I was selfish, you know,
Yeah.
like it was kind of terrible to the point it wasn't like, you know, everybody, not a lot of people were hitting me up, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
but I would just hit, you know, try to reach out,
Yeah.
try to work and collab,
yeah.
you know what I'm
Network
saying,
like we're doing.
and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, but
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
get a lot of those, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
so it's like, all right, boom, I'm gonna perfect my stuff, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
you
better,
go
you
off
know,
of each other. Yeah,
you know, present, you know, that
Yeah.
type of thing. It's
Yeah.
like now to the point where you know we're on a podcast.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like I've done like a couple podcasts myself. We also run a podcast.
yeah.
as
What's
well.
the what?
Well, it's
shower you
Rise to Elevate podcast.
Okay.
So everything Rise to Elevate. I'm like the founder of the gaming, and then also my good brother Marco. Shout out Marco. He also hosts the podcast as well. So
Oh, that's awesome.
we
You should
run,
have me on sometime.
yeah, no, definitely, bro.
Oh,
We'll
word,
definitely we'll
word.
loop you in. We'll see what's up with that.
Thanks,
But,
appreciate it. But one thing I want to say was if you wanted to, because I'm gonna wrap up.
Right. You're good, bro.
Yeah, so we can do your collab
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But I wanted to say, if you have any, thank you again.
Yeah,
for being
no,
on
for
the
sure.
podcast.
Thank
I
you for
appreciate
having
it.
me on.
Yes,
bro.
sir. Thank you for being on.
Yeah.
If you want to shout out anyone or anything or your page, tell them where to find you. All this.
Oh
stuff, go
yeah,
ahead.
bro. So for anyone here, once again, thank y'all. Shout out Bryce for having me out on BryceJW platform.
Mhm.
I go by Frankie the G, so it's Frankie FRANKIE .DA.G. Frankie.DA.G. That's where you can find me on all social media platforms. You'll mainly YouTube. I post on all social media platforms every single day. You'll at least see a short. In terms of YouTube videos, it varies from week to week. I've been pretty consistent the last couple of weeks because I've been traveling, but we'll get that back up and rolling in the future. I'll also shout out Rise to Elevate Gaming. Rise to Elevate Gaming. We're hosting a tournament next week over on the Reforge Gaming Lounge. We will be doing Tekken 8. There's a $200+ prize pool for Tekken 8. We also have a side bracket for Smash Brothers as well. So if you're looking to come out to a chill place like Reforge Gaming Lounge, hang out with me, hang out with Bryce. Are you gonna be here at the tournament, Bryce?
I'll try.
next
It's
week?
just hard because I live in Mount Pleasant, so it's like.
Oh, you live in Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Damn.
Yeah, it's hard to get
I
out
would have
here.
came to you, bro. I didn't
Oh,
know
really?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah.
I'm down to come.
Yeah,
I'm down to come.
Okay, yeah, no, okay.
I'll
bet,
I'll try to come. But yeah, no, I wanted to do this because I know it's close to you. And,
Yeah.
And so I wanted to do something that was better for you.
Oh
know?
man, of course,
I
yeah,
did-
but like
I
I didn't
did-
know you took that drive. I feel kind of
Well,
bad. Well,
no,
I don't
feel
feel bad, but like,
no, I know
know
what you mean.
Yeah.
You empathize.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
I've done drives to Mount Pleasant, and
that's rough.
yeah, it's
But
rough.
I don't
bro.
drive, so it was my dad. So
Okay.
It's
Well,
chill.
shout out Pop.
Shout out my dad. Shout out
Pops.
dad. Yeah.
Shout out
He's
Pops.
been through a lot, but yeah.
Yeah.
With my uncle passing, my grandma passing, but
Yeah.
yeah. So, any close remarks? Thanks, Reforge for having us. We
Thanks,
really appreciate
Reforge.
it. Thank you, David. Thank you, Chris. We're gonna head out here, but thank y'all for watching. I want to have this uploaded too. GG's. Yeah.
in chat.
GG's,
in chat.
GG's.
Shout out Bryce.
Shout out Frankie. All right, see y'all.